Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're making 3 apple-themed Dollar Tree fall DIYs. These are all so cute and will look so good with your fall decor. Let's make this Dollar Tree apple cart DIY. I'm using 18 of these tumbling tower blocks from Dollar Tree, and I'm painting them brown using the color Burnt Umber. I'm only doing one coat because I want to see some of the wood peeking through on some of the blocks. Now I'm hot gluing all the pieces together to make a cart. For the long ends of the cart, I have 2 vertical pieces with 2 horizontal pieces in between. Then I'm gluing another 2 horizontal pieces and another vertical piece on the end. I made 2 identical sections for both sides of the cart. And now to connect them together, I'm gluing 2 horizontal blocks on either end. Now I'm hot gluing both sides of the cart together. For the base of the cart, I'm using a piece of cardboard, and I'm just tracing my cart and cutting out the cardboard to make sure it's the right size. I'm also painting this piece of cardboard with the same brown paint, and I'm hot gluing the piece to the bottom of the cart. For the wheels, I'm using this construction vehicle I showed in my Dollar Tree haul a couple of weeks ago, and I'm hot gluing them onto the cart. I'm using this farmer's market calendar from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to cut out 2 of the little squares on the back for this DIY, the Orchard Apples picture and the farmer's market one. I'm cutting the picture into 2 pieces to fit onto the blocks at the end of the cart, and I'm using a glue stick to glue them on. I believe this is Spanish moss from the dollar store. I'm just filling my cart with it. I have this cute fall pick from Dollar Tree, and I'll be using the little pumpkin and turning it into an apple by painting it red. I pulled out the stem before painting it, and now I'm putting it back on. I have these little chalkboard signs from Dollar Tree, along with this white chalk pen, which I'm using to write apples for sale. This chalk pen was really thick, which I didn't really like, but I think it worked out okay. I'm placing my apples into the cart along with a couple of leaves and some greenery. I'm taking this little farmer's market picture from the Dollar Tree calendar, and I'm going to be gluing it to the side of the cart. First, I'm cutting it into 2 sections that will fit onto the blocks. Then I'm using a glue stick to glue them on. Here is the finished apple cart. I think this turned out so cute, even though the painted pumpkins don't totally look like apples, but I still think it works, and you could totally turn this into a pumpkin cart and have a stack of pumpkins instead. This fall DIY is a tumbling tower block apple. I've seen these made into pumpkins a lot, but today we're going to be making apples. First up is the smaller apple. I'm arranging 9 blocks with 3 in the center, then 2, then 1 on either side. And I'm hot gluing all the blocks together. Try to get them as straight and even as possible so you have fewer gaps between the blocks. Today's video is part of the Let's Go Apple Picking DIY Decor Challenge, hosted by Megan from The Crafty Quinn and Rebecca Virginia DIY. I'll have the playlist linked below so you can check out all the apple-themed DIY videos. Now I'm painting the apple red with the color Holiday Red. You could paint the blocks before you glue them all together if you wanted, but I found it super easy to paint them once they were all together, so that wasn't a problem. I'm now making the larger apple, and the only difference is the middle row has 4 blocks instead of 3. I'm then repeating the same pattern as before, adding 3 blocks, then 2, then 1 on either side of the middle row. And I'm hot gluing all of these together and painting them with the same red color. For the apple stems, I found this stick literally on the sidewalk as I was walking to my car one day, and I thought it would be perfect for this project. I'm cutting it down into 2 small stem pieces, 1 for each apple, and I'm hot gluing them to the tops of the apples. For a little more embellishment and fun, I'm adding a leaf to the larger apple. This is from a leaf garland I bought recently at Dollar Tree, and I'm also adding a piece of greenery from some Dollar Tree flowers. On the smaller apple, I'm gluing on these little orange and brown berries that were from one of the fall picks from Dollar Tree, and I'm also gluing on a little piece of greenery. Here are the finished apples. I think they are so cute. These would look so good on a fall tiered tray. My next fall DIY is this Orchard Apples sign. I'm starting with this Dollar Tree sign I used in a previous DIY that I took apart. You can still see the remnants of the paper that was glued on here before, and the word relax that I had stenciled on. I tried getting as much of this off as I could, but at a certain point I gave up. It's okay though, because it will all be covered up. I'm using this farmer's market calendar from Dollar Tree, and I'll be using this Orchard Apples page. I'm ripping it out of the calendar, which maybe wasn't the best idea, but the couple parts that got a little messed up will be covered up anyway, so it's all good. I'm cutting off the top and bottom borders from the picture, and I'm gluing those to the top and bottom of the sign. I'm also gluing the main image to the middle of the sign with a glue stick. I'm taking the excess parts of the pictures and folding them around to the back of the sign and gluing them in place. To cover up those top and bottom sections, I'm hot gluing a nice fall flower on top and filling the rest of the spaces with leaves. I'm also adding a couple of these little berry picks to either side of the sign. And that is our fall sign complete. The hanger was from the previous DIY I did with this sign. It's just a piece of nautical rope glued on. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed all of these fun Dollar Tree fall DIYs. Let me know in the comments which one was your favorite. And don't forget to subscribe for more DIY videos coming your way very soon. And I'll see you next time.